and anybody who wants to come and that up is not going to be allowed only in my house, basically.
अच्छा इतना strict.
Or you can order from outside and you'll wash your own dishes. आपको गंद मचानी है, you know, आप मचाइए, पर मेरे घर में नहीं. मुझे आप बोलो कि आपको अभी 5 घंटे हैं सोने के लिए, मैं यहाँ लेट के सोऊंगी.
भाई मत कर भाई. ये तो बिल्कुल मत करो.
तुमको इतना पंचायती क्यों है? तुझे अपना ब्रा कहाँ से मिल गया? मैं आई हूँ तेरे घर पे, तू कैसे रेडी हुई?
मुंबई का जो मंत्रा है वो है कॉम्प्रोमाइज कॉम्प्रोमाइज कॉम्प्रोमाइज.
Exactly, and this very few people say.
The first thing I want to ask you is, मैंने जब आपको पहली बार DM किया तो मेरे को पता नहीं था कि मैं आपको एड्रेस कैसे करूं. Whether I should call you Sushant or whether I should call you Rani. You gave me an answer and I want the world to also know that how would you like to be addressed as? What are you more comfortable?
First of all, thank you for having me here.
Thank you for being
And
here.
I absolutely adore and respect what you do as a person and also as a professional. And you know, I mean, you've got such a friendly vibe. And I know your wife. I've worked with her also. And so for me, and she'll tell you this because, you know, they have these particular mandates now when they have to address you, and then they'll send you the media kit and all that for a particular campaign or an event. And so she was also, in fact, her team also had asked me the same question many years back. See, my thing is that when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm very comfortable with what I am and who I am. If that makes somebody else uncomfortable, that is a them problem. It took me a while to understand that. But now that I've come to terms with it, for me it's become very easy. You can call me whatever you want. My birth name is Sushant. The name that I gave to my stage persona is Rani. And whether you call me Sushant or Rani, the heart is the same. You know, the soul is the same. And for me, a lot of people will be like, oh my God, this, that, you know, you choose. Also, this is like, this is weird. What is this? Like, why don't you choose? There are only 2 genders and stuff like that. Okay, but then I'm both, you know, and some more. And I don't think that all of me can be contained in one pronoun. So you call me whatever. प्यार से बुलाना हम मुड़ जाएंगे.
बस प्यार से बुलाओ.
Yeah.
ठीक है.
So, and that's the reason why I think I also kept Rani, is because also lovingly you call, you know, your kids, you know, my Raja Beta or Rani Beti, na? So it's like that. And then I did not give up my government name. A lot of people tell me that why don't you officially change your name? And I'm like, तुमको इतना पंचायती क्यों है? तुम अपना देखो ना. अपने लाइफ में स्ट्रेस नहीं है क्या? इसने क्या पहना है, उसने क्या किया, उसका नाम क्या है, कहाँ रहता है, क्या करती है. तुम अपना देखो ना. इतना सब कुछ चल रहा है, you know, in the world. And then they still want to,
वो चलता रहेगा.
वो ऐसे ही उड़ते उड़ते ना, उनको भी चलना चाहिए जैसे हवा चलती है, प्लेन्स चलती हैं, ऐसे keep it moving. So I just think that, you know, people will always have an opinion. People have an opinion about entities that they've never seen, like God, or the Almighty. They have rubbish to say about that also. They have rubbish to say about people like a Sachin Tendulkar or a Lata Mangeshkar, you know, and have done nothing. These people have done nothing in their lives who have something to say about such legends. So now then what are we? तो हमारे बारे में तो करेंगे ही बात. I say, you say whatever you want. But, and also, I'm not going to be agitated if you address me wrongly or stuff like that. I'm too much in my Zen mode now. It's, you know, also because when you're meditative and, you know, जब भी मैं प्रभु में हूँ अब. So the thing is that I don't, you know, it doesn't affect me anymore. I'm flourishing, I'm thriving. I'm doing the best I can. My parents are damn proud of me. I have like 3 homes in Bandra.
Very nice.
At my age, and I've done pretty well for
You
myself.
bought all these 3 homes?
Some I have bought, some I have rented. And still, it's all my money, you know, and it's great.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah. Heirloom में मुझे चाहिए. Bandra का जो हमारा family house है ना, मुझे heirloom में मुझे वो हमारी पुश्तैनी है ना. It's like heirloom for me. So that one I want.
Which is what? What is that? 3-bedroom?
It's a 142-year-old building. It's heritage. It's one of the oldest buildings in Bandra, and it's huge. Like it's the typical British architecture. I think the one or two good things that they gave us is
उसको rent पे देना है?
नहीं बिल्कुल नहीं, बिल्कुल
मेरे पास बहुत
it's fully wooden. It's like, जब आप जाते हैं और आप देखते हैं ना ये जो म्यूजियम्स हैं, and it's like that. It's got like the ceiling is about 62 feet.
Can I tour that?
65 feet.
142-year-old property in Bandra. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Now it's gone into, I think, grade A.
Heritage.
Yeah. So now you can't touch it, I think.
But उसको renovate तो कर सकते हैं ना? मेरे पास बहुत सारे, अरे मेरे पास
अच्छा चलो हम उसके बारे में और एक एपिसोड करेंगे.
Done.
Yeah, na? But I really want to this thing because my father will never leave that home. He said
Oh,
that
your father stays there?
Yeah. My parents stay there, but of course my mom, keeps coming to my home and stuff. But my dad will come to my home and sleep in that home. Go back and sleep there. It's like, this is where I was born. This is where I get the best sleep.
Very nice. Yeah. I want to see this property.
Yeah.
I have a very inherent एक curiosity होती है मेरी when कोई property मेरे को मिलती है जो unique होती है, अलग होती है. मैंने इतने देखे हैं properties और वही मॉडर्न कंक्रीट, वही फर्नीचर, वही इटालियन, वही ये सब चीज़ें रहते हैं. तो मेरे को जब कोई अलग सी चीज़, स्पेशली अपने देश का कोई हेरिटेज का कोई चीज़ इतना, तो मेरा अंदर का जो उत्सुकता बढ़ जाती है. आई गेट वेरी एक्साइटेड, माई पैशन राइजेस एंड आई जस्ट वांट टू सी एंड एक्सप्लोर एंड आई वांट लाइक आई फील लाइक टचिंग द वॉल्स एंड फीलिंग द वॉल्स. दे मस्ट हैव सच अमेजिंग स्टोरीज टू टेल.
Also, and the smell of your home is just, I mean, the home that you're born and brought up in.
It's divine.
It's just, you can't compare. I think I get my best sleep in my family home. And I feel like terrible that I don't get to spend as much time because I'm working all the time. Then I come back, I'm dead. So I eat and I sleep. So, but I have to say to the British, for all the rubbish that they put us through colonization, the one thing that they gave us was architecture, was great. And this is very British architecture. The architecture is very, very...
Off camera, you have to tell me where it is.
I'll tell you. They have that, as part of उनके वो नहीं होते.
वो heritage walks.
हाँ, it's part of that. For Ruya College and all the students come and I mean,
they
they're
go
not
through
allowed
your
to come
house.
out. No.
Just from the outside.
Outside, बाहर से देखना है ना. हम वो चांद हैं जो सबको दिखाई देता है, पर हम सबके बरामदे में
नहीं जाते. But do they know that it's your parents' home? उनको पता है कि नहीं?
Don't, please, I don't want them to know. They might just go in there and they'll expect me to just come to the veranda and sing a song or something.
Well, that would be good.
I used to do it. So when I used to stay there, मेरा रियाज तो बरामदे में ही होता था ना.
अच्छा.
जोर से गाती थी मैं. वो अगले गली के वो अगली बिल्डिंग में सबको सुनाई देता. They used to come and then they used to call my mom and saying, when I was not well or if I was in town, where is she? What happened? She's okay na? Like till there, like, and early in the morning, like 6:15.
See, instead of them hearing the cock-a-doodle-doo, they used to hear you.
Yeah, and the beauty is that, the masjid is just, the Bandra station. See, I'm giving you the location. And then the patri is there. So, you can hear the hustle bustle of the train.
idea kidhar hai.
And then the namaz of the Bada Masjid is there. And then there is a temple. Then there is the Ram Mandir is there on the other side of the Talao. I'm giving you the... So it's all this beautiful thing. And we've grown up with such, wonderful sounds of nature. And I think that we've never felt uncomfortable with either the, the namaz or the prayers or anyone else, there used to be this one auntie on the ground floor who used to, the shankh bajati thi. Subah. So that was my alarm. कि अभी तुम्हारा रियाज अभी करना है ना. So, and then after she expired, I used to miss her so much, and then a couple of years later, then I shifted to this new home.
So coming to that, you are on rent right now?
Right now I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah.
बहुत specifically ये question मेरे को पूछना था. कभी रेंट पे जब आपने या खरीदने के टाइम पे डिस्क्रिमिनेशन फेस किया है?
Yeah.
Okay.
Always. And it's not just me. सिर्फ मेरा नहीं है, ये मेरी कहानी नहीं है, ये सबकी कहानी है. Like if you have certain food
but
habits.
Specifically from the LGBTQ community.
Yes, and then also if you're an artist. उनको ये
That is another level.
So अब आप देखिए ना कितने strikes हैं.
हाँ.
That आप किसी community से हैं. Even अगर आप caste wise or what faith you believe in and what are your food habits. And आप कितने बजे जाते हैं, कितने बजे आते हैं, all of these things. And मुझे थोड़ा वो weird लगा. I was like,
ये बैंड्रा में हो रहा है.
हाँ, everywhere. It happens everywhere, even in South Bombay.
हाँ.
You know, everyone who behaves like they're related to the Queen of England, and even them. You know, they kind of show that, you know, the diaspora, to understand things is way, the plethora of experiences and all of that, that's all rubbish. It's all humdrum. I think that when it comes to, जब भी वो आता है, उन पे आती है ना बात, तब उनको मिर्ची लगती है. And I just don't understand. See, हमारा कैसा है ना, मैंने कभी भी ऐसा बोला नहीं है कि मैं सिर्फ भक्ति गीत गाऊंगी या सिर्फ मैं सेमी क्लासिकल या ट्रेडिशनल फोक गाऊंगी. या आई सिंग पॉप, जैज, रॉक, all the genres. I've rapped also. And I think that anyone who disses any work, और लक्ष्मी जब भी आती है घर पे, आप उसको नकारते हैं, you are basically not, see, I am a paying client to you ना, you're providing me a home,
You're a
I'm
tenant,
paying
yeah.
you for it, I'm a tenant. I understand that it is your home, but you know, you're giving it on lease to somebody. And of course I can understand if, you know, if I'm a miscreant, या फिर मैं you know, I'm a troublemaker, and you'll know that, and then you can send me a notice and stuff like that. But before, just on the basis of what you look like and how you are and preconceived notions, कि हमारे समुदाय के बारे में बहुत गलत बातें फैलाई गई हैं, तो उसके वजह से लोगों को लगता है कि it's a liability.
What is this? ये जो फैलाने की आप बात कर रहे हैं, what are
I
the
don't know भैया, मैं तो बहुत टैक्स भरती हूँ, मुझे पता नहीं है क्या
But
अफवाहें
what
फैलाते
was
हैं.
that you faced? क्या face किया आपने जब कर रहे थे? लोग क्या बोल रहे थे कि I don't want to give to anyone who's from the gay community?
Yeah, and I face this. At least I am how, you know, in terms of, you know, my parents are with me, my bhabhi is there, my brother is there. So we can, you know, as a unit take on rent, even if I have to take it on their name and then I'm the nominee or whatever. Like, you know, I'm
रहे आप रहे हो और agreement उनके नाम पे है.
हाँ,
हाँ जी.
something like that you can do. But
हाँ.
what about those kids who have come to study here,
हाँ.
for example? Okay, छोटे शहरों से आते हैं बड़े शहरों में, तो क्या उनको they don't deserve housing? It बोलने के लिए सभी बोलते हैं कि रोटी कपड़ा मकान is the basic hierarchy of needs के मैस्लो के theory में रोटी कपड़ा मकान, and then you're going to, you know, disallow them from getting those basic needs, and then you want to give big bhashans and pravachans about, you know, how we're going to make this an equal world and all of this rubbish. So I just think that I understand my privilege, and so we've been speaking to people, and there is a, you know, people blacklist. You know that, you may have that data with you.
It's not really a blacklist. It's a not preferred list.
हाँ, मतलब then you know that this person, even as a broker, you will not suggest their name to anyone because they have these preconceived notions. Now tomorrow, how they may come up, even with a heterosexual man, with a family, okay, like, or a single mother. There are many things people have issues with. And I just think that if you have put your home on the market, I have leased one of my homes in 7 bungalows.
Okay.
One of our homes we've leased out. Now there are 4 bachelors staying over there. They are students. Okay. अब ना हम लोग ये सोच के जाएंगे कि 4 लड़के हैं वो तो तबाही मचा देंगे and this and that. Why? किसने कहा है? So if, for example, if my brother has to go and now he's living on rent in Hong Kong, अब उसको ऐसे discriminate किया, वो this house is on my mom's name in 7 bungalows. So she, and what a wonderful woman she is, she's like, तो क्या हो गया, वो बच्चे हैं ना, they've come to study, थोड़ा तो मस्ती मजाक तो सभी करते हैं, हम भी करते हैं, मैं भी जाके उनके साथ एक ड्रिंक पीऊंगी. It's like, it's just like, you know, it's just like, why? So the society, the secretary and all will have this, you know, there are 4 boys and they are bachelors and, you know, लड़कियां आती हैं, लड़के आते हैं, friends आते हैं, तो I'm just like, what?
मुर्दे की तरह थोड़ी रहेंगे उधर.
What do you expect a home to be? Like, it's not a hostel, you know, and even in hostels people have fun. I don't know what this whole idea of, you know, जो stereotype कर देते हैं ना लोगों को, चीज़ों को, घरों को. So I think that my mother said that if my son is abroad and needs a home, and if he's discriminated on the basis of him, you know, being a single man and staying there with another 2 guys from his company or from his organization, then I'll feel bad. So his mother also, this boy who's come to me, will feel bad, na? And as a mother, I understand. So there are some people I have met. For example, this uncle that I'm leasing from, who is I'm renting,
Huh.
and he's leasing his home to me. Who is a wonderful man, and we are from different faiths, and he comes and he will sit through my aarti. Okay, then he'll tell me that oh, okay, I'll come after this so and so. He'll eat my prasad. It doesn't matter whether he has to go to the mosque the same day. He'll take the prasad home for auntie. My thing is that there are people who are wonderful also, but it takes time. Most people let their preconceived notions of being an absolute idiot win, and I think that that's their loss.
Can I?
बिकॉज मेरे पैसे तो पैसे हैं ना. अब मेरे पैसे ट्रांसजेंडर पैसे तो नहीं है.
हाँ.
पैसे रोकड़ा तो रोकड़ा होता है. तो
गांधी जी
तुझे
एक
नहीं
ही है.
चाहिए तो तेरा बाप लेगा.
हाँ.
So it's like that. Now, and the amount you can understand for a 4.5 BHK with like a nearly 3,000 carpet, how much I'm paying. Who doesn't want that money?
No,
Only a fool.
there are certain set of people. I'll give you a counter view. अभी हम लोग के पास बैचलर्स बहुत आते हैं. हम लोग के पास अलग वैरायटी के क्लाइंट्स आते हैं जिनको घर रेंट पे लेना है. कोई ओनर्स के माइंड में जो सेट है उसको नहीं बदल सकते.
So I'm तो fine with it.
कभी कभी क्या होता है ना, देर आर सर्टेन सेट ऑफ पीपल. अभी मैं एग्जांपल देता हूँ. बैचलर्स को हम लोग ने जगह दिया था. मैं बैचलर्स का काम नहीं करता हूँ. इट्स टू कॉम्प्लिकेटेड ऑफ अ वर्क टू फॉर मी टू डू or for my team to do.
And that's a preference. That's
Yeah.
okay.
That's the way I want to run my business. It's my choice.
Yeah.
But मैं जब करता था ना, तो मैं और लोगों से मैं बात करता था, स्टूडेंट से बात करता था, I used to feel their pain.
Yes.
कि भाई ये आ रहे हैं, मध्य प्रदेश से आ रहे हैं, कहाँ से पूरे देश के कोने से आते हैं इधर मुंबई में पढ़ाई करने के लिए. And then they are not able to get a good house. Now those kids who are getting the house also ना, वो लोग करते हैं, मस्ती करते हैं, म्यूजिक लाउड करते हैं, बोलते हैं मैं पैसा दे रहा हूँ तो मेरे को जो मर्जी आए वो करना है.
That's wrong.
वो एटीट्यूड करते हैं ना.
That is wrong. Now, for example, I do Kathak. Okay, my sir comes and stuff like that. This day before yesterday, the lady downstairs, she said, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable because it's too loud. It's the thumping and all that. Okay, I'll book a studio. My thing is that you're living in a society. You cannot अब मैंने पैसे दिए हैं. See, one thing is what I'm saying is, I mean when I said that if I'm paying you, doesn't mean that I can stash the house and I can make it a gutter. Never. And if you do that, then you are blacklisting yourself, because that broker is going to blacklist you in all of Mumbai and the surroundings. Like Thane,
हम लोग की कम्युनिटी बहुत स्ट्रांग है.
Yes. So the thing is that you have to also be mindful कि आप एक स्टैंड अलोन प्रॉपर्टी में नहीं रह रहे, आप दूसरे लोगों के साथ रह रहे हैं, और उसी में आपको ये भी देखना पड़ेगा. आपको कंफर्ट चाहिए तो आपको उनकी भी कंफर्ट के बारे में देखना पड़ेगा. आई फुल्ली अग्री विद दिस. जस्ट बिकॉज यू आर पेइंग सम मनी डजंट मीन यू कैन जस्ट ruin the house. But I'm saying that if there is discrimination based on, and there should be a law actually, there is an umbrella anti-discriminatory law which people are not aware of. People don't want to study now about all of
people
these.
know it, but people implement नहीं करते हैं.
Yeah, that's
क्योंकि वो
true.
करने जाएंगे ना तो बहुत टाइम लगता है और किसको लड़ना
It's a
नहीं
long
है.
process. But also I think that just by default, I think we need to make these very standard changes in our laws and say that, if you're discriminating me on the basis of what I look like and who I am as a person, मेरा अस्तित्व, उसके basis पे अगर आप मेरे को discriminate करें, that is wrong. If I'm doing something wrong in your home, please feel free to send me a notice and evict me. I am also for that. So you have to have a pragmatic view. You cannot just do. So I understood that, and I also made sure कि मैं उनको बताती थी कि मेरा 1 घंटे का class है. So maybe that day she felt it was too heavy. I stopped immediately. Went, apologized to her. I said that from Thursday I will be doing it somewhere else.
That's very kind and very
You have to understand.
empathetic.
Yeah, you have to be, na. Tomorrow, like if आई ऑल्सो फील कि हमारे ऊपर जो रहते हैं ना वो बच्चे हैं, तो वो बहुत भागते हैं, लाइक
दौड़ते हैं.
इट्स लाइक ऑन मी. तो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड. अभी तो मैं कथक जंप वम टर्न वर्न करके ऐसे वैसे करके घुंघरू के साथ ये वो, तो बेचारी आंटी शी इज लाइक अब मैं रिटायर्ड हूँ, इतने अच्छे घर में रह रही हूँ, मुझे शाम की चाय पीनी है, ये क्या कर रही है पागल मंजुलिका ऊपर. So
मंजुलिका.
she must have thought. So I agree. Okay, you're not right all the time, and you may feel bad that, oh God, now feel bad as in you may feel like, अरे यार अभी now you'll have to look for a studio to go to and book for an hour and
I'm there now. I'll help you find a place now. Commissions भी ले लेंगे हम. सब करेंगे.
मेरे सर से लेना, मेरे से नहीं.
कर लेंगे.
But you know what? That's, you have to understand. You have to be empathetic towards people.
ठीक है.
As much as you want them to be towards you.
These laws that you're talking, non-discriminatory laws, what would be, in your opinion, some laws that if you were talking to the government, to the authorities, अगर आपको कोई specific law लेके आना है, तो मेरे को 3 laws आप दीजिए which would be across the board good for the community.
As you said, your community also, na, of brokers and, people who deal in property. Okay, that's a strong community. Ours is also a strong community. Okay, there are many of our senior trans gurus that are there. उनके बंगले हैं. It is a पूरी कोठी बोलते हैं ना. That's how massively and lavishly they live. After having earned all that in 50-60 years, they will buy a beautiful, like a big mansion sort of a thing, and they will make sure that all their chelas, okay, or their children,
Students, children,
whatever, they all are accommodated there, in whatever. Now, it's better than being on the street.
correct.
Okay, having a roof over your head. So my thing is that they are doing stuff like that on the side. But I think the first and most basic law that one must come up with, and we keep speaking to policymakers, and I think it's not this party or that party. I just think that I have noticed this as common people of not just this country, of any country. Sometimes we're played like pawns. We are played like they will put us forward to get sympathy vote, or they will put us forward. And it's, again, I'm saying it's not this or that part. Everyone does it. On their manifestos, there will be 20 points that they will put. Out of that, not even one will be worked on or implemented as much as they promise. So I think that all the policies that have been made and are in action right now, not 3, 4, 10, I can name 15. But the thing is that all the policies that are there, and I'm not going to name them only because I have realized that people are so lazy that they don't want to do research themselves. They want everything given to them on a plate. You do what is affecting you, you go and research about that. Okay? We are not Google. We are not supposed to be here and tell you. But one thing I will tell you is that please research your laws. You have been safeguarded, and those have. So if you don't go with a problem, that section or that thing becomes null and void, because they'll be like, there are very few cases that come with, discrimination based on gender. So what is the point of, then they will amend it. They will say that, okay, it's not much of a deal. It's a very minuscule minority. This is the word that they use. Because there are not many cases registered.
But it happens. See,
it happens.
It is a difference. Register होता है ना. See, एक एग्जाम्पल देता हूँ. ट्रैफिक वायलेशंस होते हैं, लेकिन उसका स्टेटिस्टिक्स में तब आता है जब कोई रिपोर्ट करता है उसको. द डिफरेंस, आपने जो मिनिस्क्यूल जो बोला ना, दैट हैपेंस बिकॉज लोग रिपोर्ट नहीं करते.
तो रिपोर्ट करना जरूरी है. सी, इफ यू वांट एनी चेंज टू बी मेड, यू हैव टू रिपोर्ट व्हाट इज रॉन्ग. अगर आप रिपोर्ट ही नहीं करेंगे और आप उनको जाके बोलेंगे, तो वो आपको स्टेटिस्टिक्स थोप के मारेंगे ना. बोलेंगे कि कुछ हो रहा ही नहीं, आप मतलब आपका भ्रम है ये.
तो हमको तो पता ही नहीं.
आप you're dreaming, you're delusional. because you have only 3 cases in the last year. Then what will you say that have been reported? So kariye report. If you're saying that you need change to happen only when it's reported, because then statistically they can show you against your this thing. That is their rebuttal. Always. That is what are you saying? This cannot be possible. You must report it. And I think that housing is something which is very, very personal to people. So if you're being disallowed when you're doing everything mandatory to get that home, and you have ticked all the markers, then you're being discriminated on something which is not one of those markers. Then how so that also should be one of the markers. So for that you must report.
That's a very
या तो फिर आप जैसे वो आपको डिस्क्रिमिनेट कर रहे हैं उनको मुंह पे गाली देके you can go also. There are so many people who do that and then be like बद्दुआ देंगे and all this, as if बद्दुआ देंगे तो इसको पेड़ा दे रहे क्या?
उसमें फर्क नहीं पड़ता.
उसमें नहीं फर्क पड़ता ना. They'll be like नहीं मेरा घर है मेरे को नहीं देना है.
Many thick-skinned people are there.
Yeah, but that my thing is that correct. आपका घर है, आपको नहीं देना है. But the thing is that there should also in the community of people should know that this is not a person that one should even live in their home. My thing is
क्या होता है ना, ऐसे लोगों के घर में जो वाइब्स होते हैं ना, एक घर में कोई इंसान जाता है तो उसका वाइब होता है, वो वाइब कैरी ऑन होता है. ऐसे घर में कभी भी कोई भी ज्यादा टाइम टिकता ही नहीं है.
करेक्ट.
और जो टिकता भी है ना, उसका स्केल ऐसा डाउनवर्ड रहता है.
बिकॉज एनर्जी इज सो ड्रेनिंग ना. पूरा टाइम आपको यही टेंशन है कि क्या बोलेंगे, क्या करना है, अच्छा इनको ये करना है, वैसे अब ये ऐसे करेंगे तो वो बोलेंगे, नेबर्स ऐसे बोलेंगे. एंड आई हैव टू टेल यू ऑल्सो, आई एम अ वेरी हाउस प्राउड पर्सन.
हाउस
प्राउड लाइक होम प्राउड.
इसका मतलब क्या
in
हुआ?
terms of I like to keep my home like a temple.
Okay.
So if you come, as soon as you come, there is about an 8 feet ka Shiv Shakti Murti. Okay. As soon as you come, there is always Kapoor in my house, which is always there. It smells only and it feels only like a temple. The Tanpura is always on. So my thing is that also I have to attract that energy that I want around me. Now, if I treat my home like a pigsty, I have seen people do that.
Me too.
Okay. I don't even understand how they end up coming for events on the red carpet looking like that when they live like absolute junk. Like dirt. I'm like, तुझे अपना ब्रा कहाँ से मिल गया आज? मैं आई हूँ तेरे घर पे, तू कैसे रेडी हुई? Because it's just like, it's a pile of, I've seen pigs stay better.
Well, pigs only stay in the sty. So that's what they...
Yeah, and I'm shocked. And then they'll complain, nahi ye hai, wo hai. Then, also, because some homes come with white goods.
Yeah. Like white goods for the common people is like appliances, refrigerators.
Sorry. Oh my God, jargon I'm using. White goods is appliances like a TV, a fridge, AC. These
why they call it white goods? Do you know?
I mean, I may know, but you tell us. You tell us, why are these appliances called white goods?
Before, they used to come in all the colors. 25 years ago, 30 years ago, ek white mein hi aata tha.
Yeah. I knew that. And I saw one video where this one in Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's this Nene Leakes karke, there's this woman, and she goes to this other Kenya karke, there's another girl. She goes on in her rented flat and she's like, oh my God, you got a white refrigerator? Girl, we need to go and find you a home. Because...
That's some gangster shit.
Yes. She's like, oh, the ghetto. And she's like, girl, are you okay? We need an intervention. You have a white fridge.
That was awesome.
And I have to tell you, oh shit. I have to tell you that all my ACs are white. And the refrigerator that came with the house is white. I had to buy a new one. But yeah, that's why it's called white goods, guys. General AC, you remember? उस ज़माने के General AC. एक ही AC आता था, General AC.
नहीं, Mitsubishi है.
Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi. I like Mitsubishi.
Yeah. I mean, it's General also I like. I mean, it's a very trusted old.
It's in the top 3 brands.
Yeah.
In India at least.
So yeah, because everyone is like, nahi, safe, like, to be safe.
दुबई से लोग लेके आते थे.
I
वो जनरल का AC लाया हूँ मैं मेरे घर के
I
लिए.
used to tell my aunt and uncle, please get and come. And so like that. So our first AC was General also. And
What were we talking about? White
goods.
Huh.
So, some people come with white goods. Okay. Some homes come with white goods. And then people like these people that I just told you that, treat the house like a dump. They will, matlab, all the frustration I think comes out on these white goods because they are not theirs.
All right.
Like they'll bang the door of the fridge and, and then they'll be like, with the AC, they'll just fling the remote and then, they're smoking inside the home and then, it's all in the linen and it's going in the AC and I can't do like this. I can't be around people like that, So I'm like, how are you sleeping here? Forget everything, We've all lived like bachelors and bachelorettes and this thing. Single life, we have all lived, with roommates and this and that. But my thing is, my pet peeve is my bed sheet has to be folded properly. My pillow covers have to be changed every week. I have that pet peeve that, even if the mug is like kept like this, I'll see how aesthetically it's looking nice in the camera like this. So I will keep it like this. See, it's all aligned. So I have that. And it's not OCD or whatever. It's just, I like to, so that's why I'm house proud. That my home, you'll come and you'll feel like it's bliss. Even though it's not my
own house.
Own home. Like in terms of, I don't own it.
It's not on the paper.
But I am sleeping there every night. So that energy will carry forward into the next day. And therefore, I should sleep feeling like, oh my God, I'm being blessed. And my aura is clean. And anybody who wants to come and fuck that up is not going to be allowed only in my house, basically.
But I'll tell you, I go through inspections of so many houses. And I meet the owners of so many houses. The house that a person lives in is a reflection of that individual.
Yes.
जो घर में है, वो इंसान का soul अंदर
बिल्कुल
वैसा ही होता है.
बिल्कुल.
You studied psychology.
Yes.
So maybe you could talk a little bit on that.
I think also, it's a reflection of your wins, your losses, your everything. Your home, based on the colors that you're using, this, upholstery that you're using, how you're decorating with the same space. This same space can be decorated differently by me. Okay? Although I love it.
Thank you.
But I would have a different perspective, right? Everyone has different. Like maybe I would not have the bookshelf there. Or maybe I would have the bookshelf somewhere here, one bookshelf is enough. You don't need to, for me, and am I reading that much? Why am I making it look like I have 3 bookshelves at home? I ask myself all these questions. And that's a personal choice, correct?
But also practicality.
And practical also. Na kaun abhi itna saaf safai kare, dusting. And another thing is that I love, baapre, I'm on the phone with some client, this thing is on. Vacuum is on all the time. Oh, it's an illness, I think. But I love. So reflection is what? I don't want any clutter in my head. So I can sleep peacefully. मुझे आप बोलो कि आपको अभी 5 घंटे हैं सोने के लिए, मैं यहाँ लेट के सोऊंगी, यहाँ पर भी, मैं कहीं पे भी सो सकती हूँ, अकेले. मतलब it's just, I don't need anybody's, any outside confounding variables to affect me and my mental peace. And I think that is translated, as you said, into how I keep my home, how I keep my surroundings, how I treat my home guests also. Also, it's just like, yes, you're on vacation, but this is when my kitchen is open for breakfast.
Acha, itna strict?
Or you can order from outside and you'll wash your own dishes.
But if I want to cook, can I cook in your house?
I mean, it depends. It depends.
If I'm a clean
I
cook.
have a full-time help.
Okay.
And he does a great job.
Okay.
So if you're going to my kitchen up.
No.
And, if you're going to make some shit food after that also.
No.
And me tar konkani hai, We are very particular about our masalas. And our coconut oil. And our jeera kute thevla hai, kothmir kute thevli hai. If you that up, मैं तेरा ही ऐसा तेरे को ही कूट के डाल दूंगी, तेरा ही कुछ सब्जी बना लूंगी, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very like that. Oh, and I believe that a kitchen has to be spick and span through the night. As soon as you're done with your meal, you need to wash. Everything has to be kept properly. फिर ही महालक्ष्मी घर पे आती है मेरे हिसाब से. तो अगर किसी ने भी then the next day जो मैं बरसती हूँ उनके ऊपर, क्यों अगर तुमने खाया है, चाहे वो मेरे बच्चे हों, चाहे वो मेरे रिलेटिव्स हों, रिलेटिव्स तो खैर यू नो वेरी फ्यू आई अलाउ ऑल्सो, यू नो माई फेवरेट कजन्स एंड आंट्स ओनली, एंड सम यू नो बाई डिफॉल्ट आर रिलेटेड टू मी, आई एम नॉट रिलेटेड टू दैम. उन्होंने पता नहीं, they must have married my uncle or auntie, so they are not related to me. You know, if they're lying to all of you, they're not related to me. I am very particular who enters my home. And even after you enter, I have house rules.
Okay.
वरना जाते हैं हम रेस्टोरेंट में खाने के लिए ना, आपको गंद मचानी है, यू नो, आप मचाइए, बट मेरे घर में नहीं. It's like that. Very, I'm very strict.
Have you ever had roommates?
Yes.
How did you
They
survive?
were very happy क्योंकि मैं तो उनके भी कपड़े. That's another thing. I have been, you know, even after shoots, when we used to go to अभी for example Film City में चल रही है shoot,
हाँ.
और हम मेरे friend के घर में गए because he lives in Goregaon, actor also. I'm just telling you one very random example, and this is one of my first advertisements I done with Abhishek for Idea. And we both were, now this boy also who I'm talking about is now an established TV actor, okay? One of very good boy also. We went to his house. He said, अरे चलो चलो हम लोग मेरे घर पे खाना खाते हैं, because it was close by. तो I went. Then I was like, घर कहाँ है? ये तो जो वो एक्सपोर्ट सरप्लस के दुकान नहीं होते जहाँ पर यहाँ पे टी शर्ट, वहाँ पे इतना पाइल ऑफ अंडरवेयर, दिस दैट. आई वाज लाइक तू कैसे रहता है ऐसे? एंड 4 boys, 4 more, so 5 of them living in a 1 BHK, like you know, like a small.
वो तो थोड़ा उसका अफोर्डेबिलिटी भी तो देखना पड़ेगा.
अफोर्डेबिलिटी छोड़ो, तुम उसके ऊपर भी एनीवे देयर इज कम स्पेस, उसके ऊपर भी तुमने तो डोंगर बनवले म्हणजे you know,
The pound of
you've made a
amount
mountain
of clothes.
every year and there you've made a mountain. Where are you sleeping? You know, how is that your bed? Because I don't want to know now I don't want to even know. And how are you finding fresh clothes? I was like, how are you doing? What have I done? Everyone's eating. I've quickly eaten my food and stuff like that. I have arranged 3 of their cupboards. His friends till today, I never knew his friends, roommates. They will still meet me randomly somewhere. If they meet me, they'll be like, you know, we remember how well you had set up a house. And then next week I went, again it's a mess. So I'm like that. I will go to other people's house also and set it up. So my roommates have always been very, very happy around me, because I keep everything so neat and clean. And I'm very proud of it.
That's a very good thing. It's a very good thing.
I know one मेरे बाल में कहाँ मैंने पिन निकाल के कहाँ रखा है ये भी मुझे पता है. And so if it's not there, फिर शामत स्टाफ की, मेरे टीम की शामत है. फिर एक पिन भी मुझे नहीं मिला, या फिर मैंने ये नेल का, फिर मैंने मेरे बैंगल्स कहाँ रखे. I have everything. There is a, you know, systematic. You have to be systematic, because otherwise then that chaos is always in your head. You know, I'm telling you how bad I'm feeling. I must tell you this because I spoke to my therapist. I got a limited edition perfume because I love fragrances, okay? And in my home also there are like 50 type of fragrances. Some scented candle is there, camphor is there, agarbatti is there by this Idika, you know, they are beautiful. For the, you know, for my aartis. Then there is, you know, room freshener. All of this is in my house, okay? So I'm a very sensitive person to fragrances. I bought this limited edition perfume. I have drowned myself with work only because I don't think of this incident. I lost my perfume. Can you believe it? There are 20 things happening. My blood samples are not coming off well. You know, I'm not getting enough sleep. All of these things are happening. I'm overworked. What am I stressed about? That how did I misplace? I misplaced perfume.
What is this brand again?
It's Gucci.
Gucci?
Guilty.
Which one is it?
Gucci Guilty, the new love edition. And I told my brother, he's in Paris.
I'll get it when I go to Dubai next.
Please,
I'll get it for
please
you.
Get it. And please make sure they have that, you know, the same one, purple one.
मेरे को फोटो भेजना भाई, ये सब मेरे को नहीं समझ में आता. मैं उधर जाऊंगा बोलूंगा
बता
ये
रही हूँ, मैं रोई हूँ.
क्यों परफ्यूम के लिए?
हाँ, because how could I lose it?
It was not because of the perfume, it was because you lost it.
Yeah. But it's that
Well, why are you
perfume
being so
also.
hard on yourself?
I am very like that, you know. So then, because I compartmentalize everything in terms of this has to be here, that has to be done. Even after that, how can I lose it? And it's just
You're
not,
human, right?
I know.
Then
But I set an example for myself only.
you can set the standards high.
Yeah.
But still, everyone is human.
Little bit.
You're allowed to make mistakes. I
that's
make
okay.
20 mistakes in a day.
That's if my remote is not kept in its place and all that. You know, like that.
वो आपके कंट्रोल में है इसीलिए.
You know, the remotes are not kept in place. One day I'm, tired. The pillows are not done. Like one pillow is like that, one pillow is on the floor. That for me is a slip. That's okay.
Well, once in a while, it's all right.
I have to be easy on myself. That's true, but that's how particular I am. The point was, that's how particular I am. He's shocked. He's like, oh God.
No, I'm not like
See?
that. I've been in that scenario myself. I have lived with roommates in the US. There were 4 of us. And out of the 4, there was one guy who was spick and span, but only once in maybe 20 days. The remaining 19 days, वो बंदा एक सुअर की तरह रहता था.
I don't understand.
खाना बहुत अच्छा बनाता था, बर्तन खुद साफ नहीं करता था. जब वो जब
God.
खाना पकाता था ना तो डर
No.
लगता था मेरे को. हम लोग को पौना 1-1 घंटा
और
लगता था
मैंने
सिर्फ
बिग
बर्तन
बॉस
साफ
किया
करने
हुआ
के लिए.
I had done Big Boss when I was 23.
अच्छा.
तो मैंने पूरे जो कॉलोनी के बर्तन होते हैं ना, ऐसे लगा था, वो जो अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो बहुओं को तकलीफ देती है ना, वो जो सास होती है,
हाँ.
जो
बोल दो ना, बोल दो, हम लोग ब्लीप कर देंगे. बिंदास बोलो.
बिल्कुल ही
बोलो ना.
गंदी सांसें होती हैं ना,
हाँ.
जो अपनी बहुओं को तकलीफ देती हैं.
हाँ.
Even though she's a working woman, she's, and then they will pile up all the bartans like that. So I have seen that life. That's why when they asked me again, I was like, I can't do. I don't think.
Yeah, I saw in one of your podcasts you said, मैं ही चाय बना के सबको पिलाती हूँ.
Yeah. I'm just like, what y'all are fighting over tea and my mug? मेरे मग से कैसे पिया? मैं बोली ऐसे पिया देख. ऐसे पी मैं. क्या करेगी तू? It's like that. And the thing is that I was just so, and that again, so many energies, so many people. I've seen people, in the Bigg Boss house. When you call it a house, you must treat it like your own house. I have seen people breaking furniture, the swimming pool is done. Everything said and done. First of all, there was only one toilet.
Oh, really? They give you only one toilet
and 2 bathrooms.
All right.
Okay. Even in the bathroom,
That's
the
sad.
girls would, when you have long hair, the hair goes and clogs in this thing.
Nali trap.
They would not clean it. They would just not. And Bigg Boss would not send anyone. They were like, अपने घर में क्या करते हो? कोई आता नहीं है ना? खुद को साफ करना पड़ता है, तुम ही करो. So when I used to get those duties, you imagine a person like me. And I'm very like that. So I used to do. And, बर्तन साफ करते थे. Then, there used to be one, कोई ऐसे बहुत ही टाइप कैप्टन बनता था. और वो बोलता था कि ये साफ नहीं. तो मैंने बोला, मैं देख मेरे हिसाब से साफ किया है. तूने आज तक तू किचन में आया भी नहीं होगा. तेरे को कम लग रहा है साफ, चिकना लग रहा है, तो तू कर. It's like that. Imagine someone like me, you're telling that I have not cleaned it well. So, that sort of a thing, that's why I didn't do. But in that house, I have to tell you, it is
what?
It's a nightmare to be with so many different personalities, especially when you like your peace of mind, your calmness. Every day you have a certain process schedule, and that goes for a toss. Because you also have to be like, so that's why I didn't give much sensational content.
मैं तो देखता भी नहीं हूँ.
Now if I go, I think I keep telling, अगर मैं अभी गई तो मेरा पहला नॉमिनेशन बिग बॉस ही होगा. बिग बॉस में मेरा पहला नॉमिनेशन है आप. ऐसा मैं बोलूंगी.
ऐसा? मेरे को नहीं मालूम ये कैसे चलता. मैंने कभी देखा नहीं है.
मैं तो मतलब मैं बिग बॉस को ही नॉमिनेट कर लूंगी. I'm like, listen, first is you and second is me. Throw both of us out of the house. I can't do. I don't think I can do. But I have been asked and told that, if you go now, I think you're tehelka mat jayega types, because the thing is that I'm now no nonsense. Na? Back then I was very young.
How old were you?
23. Now I'm going to be 35.
Okay. 12 years back.
Yeah. So
Bigg Boss has been around so long.
it's been around for 18 seasons. What this thing?
Papa, मैं कहाँ देखता हूँ
18
ये
ना?
सब?
19, 20?
I don't
20
think even
years.
my team is aware of of this.
I
कोई
used
देखते हो तुम लोग में से? कोई भी नहीं देखता है?
I used to watch it earlier.
See like-minded people.
Yeah, I have not watched Mount season, but मेरे से पहले जो seasons थे वो तो बहुत अच्छे थे. फिर हमारे बाद भी मुझे 1-2 seasons बहुत अच्छे लगे. Now I mean it's you watch 1-2 episodes here and there and all that. It's a preference, but my thing is that इतना अच्छा घर बनाते हैं वो और लोग उसका इतना गलत फायदा उठाते हैं. Just like some tenants do.
Okay, we're gonna come back to the topic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be very specific on एक certain LGBTQ community के बारे में. मैं परदेश में there are always places which are specific for the gay community. उसको हम लोग gaybourhoods बोलते थे. Neighborhoods का gaybourhoods बोलते थे. अभी इंडिया में तो I am assuming ऐसे कोई चीज है ही नहीं.
Because half of them are in the closet.
हाँ. तो
So
in the closet मतलब अभी तक
वो उन्होंने अब जाहिर नहीं किया है, जग जाहिर नहीं किया है कि वो गे हैं या लेस्बियन हैं या ट्रांस हैं. I mean trans तो see the thing with trans people is that we are overtly you can make out
हाँ
most times.
physically होता
Physically
है.
and also because the thing is that most of us don't lie. And also on our documentation you can see. So with men and women, it is basically now how you will. There is no marker to say that you're gay, or you're bisexual, or how many times you have sex in a day. It doesn't make sense, and it's nobody's business, in my opinion. So the thing is that for gay men and lesbian women, you don't know who's who. So how will you call it a gaybourhood?
नहीं but there are certain sections in दूसरी दुनिया में दूसरे western countries में gaybourhoods होते हैं. मेरे को मालूम है फिली में there was a certain section. There used to be gay bars, there used to be gay people are walking around.
There is a gay street in London. There is a gay street.
हाँ.
And even in Thailand, there are Thailand तो is just khair.
वो अलग ही story है.
It's a अलग bit because they're all very very accommodating and hospitable. Because that's also one of their leading as a what do you call it, revenue generating
Business.
hospitality is a business. So but also even apart from that, just Thai people are very nice, and they have specific areas which will be like, okay, this is the walking street, this is shopping के लिए है, ये bars हैं यहाँ पर. So what I get what you're saying. They compartmentalize like that.
My thing is that can you imagine एक Indian city या हमारे मुंबई शहर में भी एक separate section where there is freedom of expression for them, for the LGBTQ community. ऐसा एक gaybourhood का section हो.
I think I come from a different school of thought, and a lot of people might be like, oh my God, what is she talking? But my thing is we should aspire to have we should not aspire to have gaybourhoods only because if you want, now this is my way of thinking.
Yeah, personal choice. Yeah.
Okay, and this is like, if I want to live in a society, I want to live with
Everyone.
and not apart from. After a point, I to keep telling my best friends who are gay. I have best friends who are boys also, and best friends who are girls also. And I keep telling all of them, it's not a gender issue. It's just after a point, I might not be able to live with you for more than 5 days. Anyone, regardless of what your gender or orientation is. My thing is that together means in the same home. I can't. I don't. I think only my parents I can live with. No one else. But
मतलब कोई आपको विजिट करने आ रहा है, कोई दोस्त है
हाँ,
बाहर गांव से,
4-5 दिन के बाद ना
भाई आप
I
जाओ.
give them the signal.
हाँ.
Yeah.
I need my space.
Yeah, and that's my space, so I need. But for 4-5 days, I'll be very hospitable. But then there will be house rules and everything and stuff like that. It's not a party place, and it's not that you can go out, party, come back, sleep, wake up for breakfast. If you don't wake up for breakfast, then lunch. If you don't wake up for lunch, too bad. Then snacks. Then not that. Then dinner. If nothing, then go the out and get yourself. Very. So now it's not about. So then that's why I said that it's not. Doesn't matter where you live. For me, I think where they are coming from is that because there was so much gender-based violence that was being reported.
Hmm.
Therefore, they created these safe spaces.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? See how change happens only when you report what discrimination you're facing. So whether it was based on housing, whether it was based on healthcare, whether it was based on everything else, recreational activities. So even when you take a property which is not residential, for a commercial basis, whether it is you want to open a restaurant, you want to open a bar, you want to open a karaoke joint, whatever it is, a shopping mall, at the end of the day, if they are going to be discriminated there also, then they have to create gaybourhoods, which are gay-friendly neighborhoods. And that will, encompass trans people, everybody.
Everybody.
But my thing is that, and it doesn't mean कि ये क्योंकि ये gaybourhoods हैं, इसका मतलब ये है कि straight people are not welcome.
Oh, no.
It's an all-encompassing and all-inclusive. It's not supposed to be exclusive.
नहीं,
ऐसा नहीं है कि
बाउंड्री लगा दिया है उधर अंदर जाने के लिए आपको पासपोर्ट देना पड़ेगा. नहीं, वैसा
अभी
नहीं.
आप कैसे प्रूव करेंगे कि आप गे हैं या आप गे नहीं हैं? यू कांट ना.
नो, तो मैंने हमेशा नोटिस किया है द गे कम्युनिटी इज वेरी वेलकमिंग.
Yeah.
They have always been like that.
Because it is a saying now that, you can go two ways. You can be exactly like your oppressor, exactly like them, and oppress the next person, or be exactly the opposite of that and give as much love as you have not got, and some more also. So maybe that's the reason why I have understood in my journey that queer people might be more friendly and more accepting of other people's idiosyncrasies rather than, just being ऐसे, मतलब सभी को डाउट करें, सभी गलत हैं, सब इंसान ही गलत है, ये मतलब sometimes I feel
जब खुद एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं
हाँ
तो एक एम्पैथी जो बोलते हैं वो
Yes.
आता है.
yes
मैं कभी कभार मेरे को जाने का होता था ना मेरे फ्रेंड्स के साथ, तो आई यूज टू अलोन. अगर मेरे को जाने का होता था तो आई यूज टू हैव दिस कपल ऑफ स्पेसिफिक प्लेसेस वेयर आई यूज टू गो इन फिली, जहाँ मैं था.
Philadelphia.
हाँ, फिलाडेल्फिया में. तो मैं अकेला जाता था उधर, बार पे बैठता था. I used to in the gaybourhood they had these specific gay bars and gay pubs where they used to play, have fun, do everything. उधर जाके बैठता था, बारटेंडर के साथ बैठ के 1 घंटा चिल करता था, बियर मारता था और वापस आता था.
Yeah.
And it used to be one of the most relaxing
It's a very no nonsense thing. See, my thing is also even if you're there, for example, I have been at places where, for example, and I'm not saying this that all gay people fart rainbows and butterflies all the time.
okay.
हमारे में भी हैं गलत
It's
और
a very hilarious way of
You know.
talking.
it's not like we are all saints and we're all of us can be painted with the same brush or whatever. We also have idiosyncrasies. We also may be ignorant about certain things
And insecurities
and
also there.
insecurities. We are human, right? Like I just poured out my insecurities about myself only on the table. Now people know that why it could be difficult to stay with me for more than 5 days, and not just for me that it'll be difficult, it'll be difficult for you also. So, but the thing is that everyone has these. Everyone has insecurities. Everyone has issues. And I think that once you understand that as humans, the base, as a foundation, everyone is different, then it becomes easier for everything. Once you understand that you can't have a cookie cutter version of the most ideal tenant, then automatically you'll be less stressed also. And also as a tenant, when you don't have unrealistic expectations out of a space, you'll also be happy.
But what would you have if you had a neighborhood like this? What would the ideal scenario for you would be?
Honestly, if I'm going to talk, and I might come across as apathetic or indifferent, but I have always gone into a room and just been my truest authentic self. I have created spaces that have become eventually queer friendly that were not,
Okay.
by just being me and just showing the world that this is a reality. There may be people over here in this club that are like me, are not expressing it openly because they're scared of you. I am not scared of you. And I want to have fun with you. We are all here to come have fun. So if you want to say something nasty,
Fun also means to enjoy.
to enjoy, to
Yeah.
have fun, to have a good time. You know, I've come with my friends, you've come with your friends, dance, party,
मजे
go
करो,
and
have
go
a drink,
home.
have a laugh.
We are doing the same thing. तो इतना उसको गे क्लब ये क्लब वो, but it's there is no, at the end of that, that's my thought.
Be open, be free.
So, and I am saying this with experience. When I used to go on stage at Hard Rock Cafe, Blue Frog, not just Jazz by the Bay, and all of the NCPA, whether it was the Royal Opera House or any of the biggest clubs and venues to perform as a live artist, people used to look at me and be like, you know, they used to be like, oh my god, and they would say something nasty, you know, they'll have a snarky remark to make and stuff. पर उसके बाद जब मैं गाना शुरू करती थी ना, सबकी ज़बानें बंद और मेरे साथ गाना शुरू करते थे वो. So how I won them over was with my art, because अब मुझे क्या करना है आपके साथ? मैं तो यहाँ पे, मेरे को पैसे मिले आपको एंटरटेन करने के लिए, वो मेरा काम है. मेरा काम ये नहीं है. अभी now the thing is also, you know, when a confident man enters a room, I have seen this about men, he's not bothered about what is her gender, what is she wearing, is she single, this. He walks, he has a good time, he leaves. Insecure men will make fun of this one, will make fun of another man also, will make fun of another woman. ये इतने, उसका ये दिख रहा है, उसका वो दिख रहा है, अरे ये अकेला है, ये, you know, he's never going to get laid. Stuff like that. And then, you know, a trans person, they'll make fun of this and that. That's just showing your
You're very
insecurities.
smart.
It's showing your insecurities. It's very small energy.
But you are very, very smart in this. By saying this, you identify the individual and you separate that individual very clearly.
Yeah, and see, for me, whether you have small dick energy or you have insecurities or whatever, those are yours. I'm aware that if you're going to be looking at people and judging them, I'll actually feel bad for you. That means when you look at yourself in the mirror, you have so much self-doubt that you have to put it on to the next person by making fun of them. Whereas when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm just like, yeah, fab.
This is me.
Amazing. Fab. And this stage is my space right now. I'm going to have fun here. And because I'm having fun, they'll have fun. But that's it.
I saw you for the first time at an ASCII event. I'm digressing.
Oh, yes.
At an ASCII event 2 years ago. This was at Westin in Malad, I think. It was you. It was Viraj Gilani. And I think...
this Masoom.
Masoom Minawala was there. And that... Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot his name. He's an amazing... starts with V. Amazing comedian. Veerdas. Veerdas was also there. And you owned that stage like nothing else. I was sitting all the way in the back and I was watching and I was like, you were singing, you were talking freely. Between you and Viraj, it was amazing.
Yeah.
It was an amazing time
also
to see.
Because we've done so much work together. So no, but also not just that. See, देखिए, आप अगर मुझे पहली बार मिले वहाँ पर, आपने मुझे पहली बार देखा,
मैं मिला नहीं.
मेरा impression क्या था? अच्छा था ना? आपको अच्छा लगा?
Yeah, I was there to see and I was like very different personality, very different energy.
मेरा काम ही वही है कि लोगों को एक अच्छे फीलिंग के साथ छोड़ दो. So then they'll be like, oh yaar, no, we'll go and see what does she do? I want to go and see her song. That's how you keep people involved. And you know, अब मुझे क्या करना था कि कौन अब you know मेरे साथ कौन बैठा है, उसके कितने followers हैं, ये क्या करती है, वो उसने क्या पहना है, I don't care. मैं कैसे लग रही हूँ, अच्छी लगी ना वो दिन, बस.
And it was, you left an impression on me.
I'm minding my own business in my own lane, yeah. At the end of the day, where I'm going to take 2-3 people and die. I'll go alone. Na?
I love the humor also. I love your humor.
तू भी आ करके थोड़ी ऐसा होगा ना, अकेले जाना है.
My next question. This feels like an interview right now.
My next question.
I think one of my I think one of you guys have given this to me. Prerit is having fun.
Prerit is loving it. Prerit.
Now, if you
truth
had
bombs हो रहे हैं ना, truth bombs फेंक रही हूँ ना ज़्यादा.
मेरे को तो पूछने का भी मन नहीं कर रहा. मेरे को तो एक completely different flow में जाने का मन कर रहा है.
आप पूछिए ना.
पूछूं? ठीक है, पूछता हूँ.
Please पूछिए ना.
अगर आपके पास unlimited budget और freedom होता एक स्कूल बनाने का, घर नहीं, स्कूल बनाने का। वो स्कूल में आप कौन से बच्चे लेते, उनको क्या सिखाते? What would be your entire thought pattern in that?
What a lovely question. काश ये हमारे पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स को भी पूछा होता. आई मीन ऑफ कोर्स दे वर आल्सो सी, उनको भी ये सारी चीज़ों के बारे में उतनी जानकारी नहीं थी क्योंकि उतना वो एक्सपोज नहीं थे उन सारी चीज़ों के साथ, यू नो. बट मेरे हिसाब से अगर मेरे को अनलिमिटेड बजट दिया जाता तो आई वुड टेक एवरी चाइल्ड and give them the joy of education, joy of experiencing peer relationships, experiencing sports period, experiencing utility period. I come from an Arya Samaj school, तो हवन में तो हम बहुत मज़े करते थे, you know, all the mantras that you know internalize in a way where you understand the meaning of life through that. Today when I look back at my childhood, that time though we used to ratta maro hai na, but now I understand what is the relevance of that mantra in today's day and age in adulthood. Today I understand the meaning. So I
Can you
would
give
want,
one? If you remember, can you give one?
there are so many now. Even the basic Gayatri mantra na, it's so powerful. But you know, we used to say it because we used to start the day with that, end the day with that. But it has such a big, it's such a deep connection with oneself. You have to not sing it to please someone else, or that's another thing. By the way, last year or something, I sung a song, and it was which was the song? It was the Ram Suti I had sung
Okay.
for my Instagram. And some people were like, oh no, she is this, she's that, she's against equal rights, and so she is supporting this party and that party. And I was like, I literally sang a song for my God. How is that supporting this one or that one? I sing for the Devis, all the Devis. I sing for the Hanuman Chalisa. I sing I Giri Nandini all the time. I sing Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu all the time. The Gayatri Mantra, then I will sing the Ardhanareshwar Stotram. I'll sing the Shiv Stotram. So that, how does that make me either this or that or whatever? So this is all, these are things that people attach to your bhakti. तो मेरे हिसाब से अगर मेरे को अनलिमिटेड बजट होता तो इन जैसे बच्चों को मैं सद्बुद्धि देती.
कैसे?
उनको सद्बुद्धि देती क्योंकि आई वुड नॉट टीच देम ओनली बुकिश नॉलेज. देखिए, आप डॉक्टर हो, आप इंजीनियर हो, आप जो भी हो, साइकोलॉजिस्ट हो, बट वो तो आपकी डिग्री है ना. मैं तो पहले तो आई वुड फॉर द फर्स्ट 4-5 years, एंड आई जस्ट थिंक दैट बेसिक
Common skills? Basically,
but more life skills, emotional intelligence, how to deal with people in your life. Because there are so many people I know, they have brilliant minds in that chosen profession. But when they have to deal with people in their organization, they are just like a block of wood.
मेरे को कुछ life skills दो जो आप दो. 3 life skills that you would say that this is the top priority that I would give.
Your top priority has to always be yourself.
Okay.
People call you selfish, self-centered. Again, that's a them issue. Always remember, it's always a them issue. You have to see what the issue is with yourself. You concentrate on yourself. And when I say you have to be selfish, is so that you can give the best version of yourself. You know, you can present the best version of yourself, even to yourself. When you look yourself in the mirror, you should feel, okay, this is what I need to work on. This is what I have improved on. This is what I'm great at. And this is something that it's just not my cup of tea. It's fine. You know, it's okay to not do something or be great at something. It's fine. You don't have an aptitude or interest in that. Now, how are you going to be good in that?
You have to understand.
I don't want to fly a plane. I don't want to drive a car. It doesn't make me any less productive than you in the society. I can hire someone to do that. I'm buying a ticket to sit behind in the plane. I don't have to be in the cockpit and ride or, fly the plane. People have a degree for that. They have gone through many hours of practice. But if I'm on the stage, do you think that every pilot wants to come on stage and grab my mic and sing? So it's just, you have to...
I cannot sing even if it will save my life.
So, but my thing is that you have to understand, first lesson is to look deep within yourself and your only competition has to be you. If as soon as you start comparing, and I have done this in the past, which has been my mistake, now when I'm flourishing and thriving, people are like, how are you keeping so young, and how are you how are you so fit, or how are you doing this, and how do you do so many things in a day and stuff, because I have understood that I've stopped giving my energy to other people. I preserve it for myself because I'm fucking worth it. I have this one life. I don't know when I'm going to go. Okay? So why am I going to spend it on इसने मेरे बारे में ये बोला होगा ना, बोलने देना, थोड़ी मैं बदली, you know, मैं तो ऐसी हूँ. And I know what मेरा अस्तित्व क्या है. मैं जब देखती हूँ आईने में, मुझे पता है ना मैं क्या हूँ. That's it. That's the first lesson. So then you are not insecure about what other people are saying and stuff like. It is just a passing, जैसे हवा का झोंका, आपको लग के चले जाता है. It should be like that. एक कान से लेना, एक कान से ऐसे निकल जाता है ना. वो होता है एक. Second thing is, and that is interconnected to the second point, is automatically you won't judge the next person. As soon as you attach preconceived notions about someone else to the person that they are viscerally, ठीक है, जो आप मतलब अंदरूनी जो हैं उनकी पर्सनालिटी, वो आपको जानना ही नहीं है. आप उनको सिर्फ बाहरी बॉडी से जज कर लेते हैं, या फिर फिजिकल अपीयरेंस से, या फिर कैसे बैठे हैं, कैसे चल रहे हैं, कैसे बात कर रहे हैं, या फिर उनके अल्फाजों से आप उनको जज करते हैं. तो दैट इज अगेन शोइंग योर इनसिक्योरिटी. So again, you have to work on yourself. And the third thing is that please don't be in this rat race. It's doing nothing for anyone. मैंने देखा है, especially हम लोग एक बहुत ही voyeuristic society बनते जा रहे हैं. हम देखना चाहते हैं. That is why shows like Bigg Boss work.
कि किसी और की लाइफ में क्या हो रहा है.
और अगर तो मतलब मैंने तो देखा है मेरे फ्रेंड्स को मेरे सीजन में ही, मार उसको मार. अरे यार, मैं बोली क्या चल रहा है, शो खत्म हो गया है. नहीं मारा उसने, एंड देन उसको एक किसी को पटका था एक बार ना मेरे सीजन में. तो अरे damn, अरे सो आई एम लाइक व्हाट्स हैपनिंग टू यू, यू नीड हेल्प, आर यू क्रेजी. सो फिर देन आई सेड इन द किचन कि देखिए मुझे किचन टीम में मत डालिए, क्योंकि मुझे नमक और चूहे मारने की गोली में मतलब इसमें दवाई में कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, मुझे दिखाई नहीं देता. तो अगर मैं चाय बनाऊंगी तो मैं ऑटोमेटिकली विनर हो जाऊंगी, सारे मर जाएंगे. तो मुझे किचन टीम में मत डालो. तभी मैंने बोला था. तो अगेन वन ऑफ माई गर्ल फ्रेंड्स, फीमेल फ्रेंड्स से डालना चाहिए था उसके चाय में. आई एम लाइक, कहाँ से आ रहा है ये नागिन वाला वाइब, कहाँ से आ रहा है ये. इट्स रियलिटी शो, पीपल आर सपोज टू शो द रियलिटी ना. एंड आई एम लाइक, तुम तो उस घर में हो भी नहीं, तुम यहाँ पे मचल रही हो. So it's just like sometimes I'm like, wow, you see certain behaviors and I'm like, it entertains me now. Now it just entertains me. But earlier I used to be like, oh God, like why is she doing this? Maybe she's like that. Maybe she's, now I don't know.
You have any questions for me before we end?
I would like to ask you one thing, that how do you deal with absurd demands? There are a lot of demands for people, and then they'll be like, मुझे ये चाहिए, मुझे वो चाहिए, मुझे वो, मेरा budget ये है. So how, because I have seen a lot of brokers, and my friends also are in the business, and they're sometimes just like, it's unreal. So how do you deal, and how do you sort of or are you just very direct and say that अब ऐसे नहीं हो सकता? Or how do you deal with unrealistic clients? How do you deal with clients just generally? Like, what is your mantra?
I sift through people very diligently. तो मैं ये मतलब 1-2 साल से नहीं कर रहा हूँ, मैं ये 12-15 साल से कर रहा हूँ. I'm a second generation. मेरे पिताजी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स में थे. US में भी मैं प्रॉपर्टीज़ देखते रहता था. इंडिया में आने के बाद में मैंने रियलाइज़ किया कि मेरे को अपना काम करने का तरीका अलग करना पड़ेगा. ये डेमोग्राफिक्स अलग है, सोच अलग है. अगर मेरे पास कोई क्लाइंट आता है, बहुत सिंपल है. समझो कि किसी ने मेरे को बोला कि बैंड्रा में मेरे को एक 2 बेडरूम का घर खरीदना है, मेरा 3 करोड़ का बजट है, और एक लिस्ट लेके आते हैं. तो मैं उनको बोलता हूँ कि आपको क्या इम्पोर्टेंट है. आपको ये लिस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट है कि आपका बजट इंपॉर्टेंट है, वो लोग बोलेंगे मेरे को दोनों इंपॉर्टेंट। बोला ठीक है, आप अभी किधर कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करने के लिए तैयार हो? आपको बैंड्रा में चाहिए तो बैंड्रा में आपको जो ये चीज़ चाहिए, इतनी सारी लिस्ट है, ये आपको पड़ेगा 5.5 करोड़ में। के पास 5.5 करोड़ है? नहीं बाबा, मेरे पास तो 5.5 करोड़ नहीं है। बोला ठीक है, मैं आपको ऑल्टरनेट देता हूँ। आप बैंड्रा ईस्ट जा सकते हो, आप खार ईस्ट जा सकते हो, आप अंधेरी में देख सकते हो। आप बैंड्रा से करीबन 4 किलोमीटर 5 किलोमीटर दूर हो अंधेरी में, आपको एग्जैक्टली आपके घर पे जो चीज़ चाहिए सब मिलेगा, लेकिन वो बैंड्रा के जिप कोड पे नहीं मिलेगा। आप वो कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करने के लिए तैयार हो? हाँ, अगर वो करने के लिए तैयार तो हम उनको वो दूसरे लोकेशन में देखते हो, ऑल्टरनेटिव्स देता हूँ मैं। अगर वो बंदा या इंसान या फैमिली या जो भी रहते हैं, अगर वो बोलते हैं कि नहीं मेरे को यही चाहिए और मेरा यही बजट है, तो उनको हम 5 ऑप्शंस दिखाते हैं। उनको बोलते हैं आपके बजट में आपको ये मिलेगा, 3 करोड़ में आपको 40 साल पुरानी बिल्डिंग मिलेगी, तीसरा माला मिलेगा विदाउट लिफ्ट में, और आपको ये पॉसिबिलिटीज़ है। और आपको उनको मेरी टीम फिर एक 5-5.5 करोड़ का जो उनके लिस्ट में जो है ना, एक जो उनका जो लिटनी ऑफ लिस्ट जो रहते हैं, उस हिसाब से दिखाएंगे, बोलेंगे इसका आस्किंग प्राइस इतना है। अभी हम आपको ये भी दिखाते हैं, आप अंधेरी में भी देखो, अंधेरी में समझ लो, देन आप एक कैलकुलेटिव डिसीजन ले लेना फैमिली के साथ, या अपना आइडिया ड्रॉप कर दो, या आप कोई और ब्रोकर के साथ करो, हमसे ना हो पाए। तो एक एजुकेट करते हैं,
राइट,
समझाते हैं उनको,
लाइक अ रियलिटी चेक।
हाँ, ऑप्शंस देते हैं, दिखाते हैं, बोलो देख लो। और
राइट,
मेरा एडवांटेज क्या है, क्योंकि मेरा सोशल मीडिया में सब रहता है ना, तो मैं उनको ऑप्शंस दिखा देता हूँ, बोलता ये 5 वीडियोस है, ये अंधेरी है, ये बैंड्रा है, और ये बैंड्रा ईस्ट है। अभी आप डिसाइड करो ये ट्रायंगल में आपको किधर जाना है, आपका लव स्टोरी कहाँ खत्म होता है आपको मालूम है।
nice, nice. But it also makes sense क्योंकि मतलब like because I have seen, unrealistically speaking, like I'm in the place where I'm like now, renting. It's one of the most posh localities, है ना, in Bandra. So obviously if I'm planning to buy, then I have to have उतना मेरे पास डाउन पेमेंट के लिए होना भी चाहिए ना, लोन भी लूँ तो डाउन पेमेंट का होना चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर then it makes sense that I continue living on rent so that it is not affecting all the liquid money that I
रियल
have.
एस्टेट में पैसा बहुत अटकता है।
Exactly. And this very few people say. Very few people are honest about this.
बोलना पड़ेगा ना, अगर ऑनेस्टली अगर किसी के साथ बिजनेस करना है तो उनको समझाना पड़ता है कि भाई दिस इज द रियलिटी। मेरे पास एक बंदा आया था, उसने मेरे को बोला था, एक क्लाइंट आई थी करीबन 2 साल पहले, उन्होंने बोला रवि मेरे पास 50 लाख है, मेरे को इन्वेस्ट करने का है रियल एस्टेट में। मैंने बोला कि 50 लाख में आपको जो चाहिए ना, अनरियलिस्टिक डिमांड नहीं मिलेगा। आप एक काम करो, ये पैसा लो, आप मार्केट्स में डालो, उसको आप 50 लाख को आप 1.5 करोड़ 2 करोड़ जब आपका डाउन पेमेंट रेडी होएगा ना, आप तब आओ।
Correct.
भले 3 साल लो, 4 साल लो, 5 साल लो, वेट फॉर इट,
Yes.
वेट फॉर द राइट अपॉर्चुनिटी, और तब करो। एक मेरे को किसी ने डीएम किया था कि मैं मेरी पूरी लाइफ की सेविंग्स रियल एस्टेट में डालना चाहता हूँ। मैंने बोला ये भाई मत कर भाई, ये तो बिल्कुल मत करो, बिकॉज आप लटक जाओगे। रियल एस्टेट इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इल लिक्विड एसेट्स यू कैन हैव।
Right.
खरीदने के टाइम पे लोग बोलेंगे अरे इतना है, ये है, वो है, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी बातें करेंगे, लेकिन जब बेचने जाओगे ना तो फिर वही इंसान आपको बोलेगा अरे मार्केट डाउन है, इतना नहीं मिलेगा, ये नहीं होएगा, वो नहीं होएगा, और टाइम लगता है। 6 महीना, 1 साल, 3 महीना लगता है बेचने को। क्लाइंट आने से क्लोज करने तक 90 दिन बेयर मिनिमम पकड़ना पड़ता है।
Yeah.
So that is reality check.
And one more thing I wanted to ask you is that, in this generation, like I'm talking about in my mid-30s and then younger. So a lot of us, हम ये convenient मानते हैं कि अगर हम rent पे रहें, so it basically is lesser, as you said, in terms of a lesser headache, first. Second, you don't have that liability that, okay, I've invested all my savings, मेरी सारी savings इस घर में गई हैं, अब मुझे अगर ये बेचना है, then I want to downsize. I want to go to a smaller house so that then I can, have that money at least in my hand and some savings. So what do you suggest in terms of should you buy, rent? Because my generation largely, also you have to understand that everything has become so expensive. I don't know when we are going to afford to just randomly just buy, because we are all working class technically. We come from families that have worked. It is not some pushtani money under some carpet that you have like in a treasure chest that you have that you just like expend. वो ऐसे मतलब lose money नहीं है हमारे पास. So the thing is that how would you what would you suggest? Like, is renting a better option right now, or is buying a better option in this sense? Because the thing is, even if you arrange for the down payment to come, and because people say that in the olden days it used to be like, but you have an asset
Correct.
to have, but then also that asset has basically drained me completely, and now I'm like more stressed than comfortable living there. This is my personal thing, and I do believe that yes, I might. So I'm in the dilemma whether I should buy a smaller house that I won't live in, with the money that I have and can afford. As you said, with that money I can't afford to buy the house I'm living in right now on rent, but I can buy a smaller property. And do you think it's more feasible if I take that and give it on rent and then have that as an asset? Because in my head I have very flowery dreams that मेरा पहला घर होना चाहिए, मतलब आलीशान होना चाहिए ये वो. बट फिर औकात पता चलती है ना, then you see the mirror and be like इतने पैसे.
मुंबई में रियल एस्टेट में जो मंत्रा है ना, लोग बोलते हैं लोकेशन लोकेशन लोकेशन. मुंबई का जो मंत्रा है वो है कॉम्प्रोमाइज कॉम्प्रोमाइज कॉम्प्रोमाइज. मुंबई के लिए स्पेसिफिकली फॉर दिस सिटी. रेंट वर्सेस बाय, ये बहुत ही कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्वेश्चन है. ये कोई मतलब आप फाइनेंशियल इन्फ्लुएंसर्स बोलते हैं रेंट करो बाय मत करो. ये बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेटेड क्वेश्चन है. पहले तो आपको देखना पड़ता है कि आप अपने लाइफ के कौन से स्टेज में हो. आर यू कंफर्टेबल इन दिस सिटी? ये शहर में आपने अपना फ्यूचर देखा है, जॉब देखा है, या आपका बिजनेस देखा है? आपकी फैमिली की सिचुएशन के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. इट इज़ अ वेरी मल्टी टियर्ड मल्टी पॉइंट थिंकिंग पैटर्न. पहले वो डिसाइड करो, फिर डिसाइड करो कि आपका बजट क्या है. उसके बाद में डिसाइड करो कि वो बजट में आपको मिलता क्या है. फिर आप डिसाइड करो कि आपको कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ करना है कि नहीं करना है. फिर आप जाओ रेंटल एस्पेक्ट देखने के लिए. अभी आप समझो कि कोई बॉम्बे में अगर बांद्रा में अगर कोई 3 बेडरूम लेने की कोशिश कर रहा हो तो उसको 2.5 लाख रुपया बेर मिनिमम रेंट मिलेगा ही मिलेगा. ठीक है, विच इज़ अराउंड 2.5 यानी करीबन 30 लाख रुपया बेर मिनिमम. ये एक भलता सा फ्लैट है, बेर मिनिमम 30 लाख रुपया आप देने वाले हो. 3 साल में आप 90 लाख रुपए देने वाले हो रेंट पे ऑन अ हाउस जो आपका नहीं है. समझ रहे हो? अभी आप सोचो वो 90 लाख रुपए में आप क्या क्या कर सकते थे. एक वो तरीका होता है. दूसरा तरीका होता है कि यू आर मैरिड. ठीक है, यू आर अ मैरिड इंडिविजुअल, यू आर अ फैमिली. आप साथ में मिलकर के काम कर रहे हो. आपका ईएमआई का कैपेसिटी कितना है? अगर आप समझो कि आप 2.5 लाख रुपए के रेंट पे घर पे रह रहे हो, आपके पास 2 करोड़ का कॉर्पस रेडी है या 1 करोड़ का कॉर्पस रेडी है. ठीक है, आपको वही स्पेसिफिक जगह पे रहना है, आप कॉम्प्रोमाइज करने के लिए तैयार हो. अगर आप 2.5 लाख रुपए का समझो कि रेंट भर रहे हो, अगर समवन इज पेइंग 2.5 लाख रुपीज रेंट मंथली, देन दे वुड हैव एट लीस्ट 2 करोड़ रेडी विद देम इन समवेयर और दी अदर. हस्बैंड एंड वाइफ अगर दोनों का मिला के करीबन 1-2 करोड़ सेविंग्स है, 1 करोड़ भी सेविंग्स है, 3 करोड़ का घर आपको मिलेगा. 2.5 बेडरूम 2 बेडरूम आपको अंधेरी में मिल सकता है. आप उधर रह सकते हो. 1 करोड़ डाउन पेमेंट दो और बाकी का आप 2 करोड़ का 2 लाख रुपए का ईएमआई भरो. एंड ऑन एन एवरेज 1 करोड़ के ऊपर 1 लाख रुपया ईएमआई आता है. 90,000 85,000 तक का कुछ होता है, बट 1 लाख पकड़ के चलेंगे. तो अगर वो ईएमआई आपके रेंटल के साथ इक्वल होता है ना, तो खरीदो. और नहीं कर सकते हो, इट्स ओके. जब आप एक सिचुएशन पे पहुंचोगे जहां आपकी घर खरीदने की कैपेसिटी है, तो एक घर खरीदो. एक घर अपने नाम पे हमेशा होना चाहिए. एनआरआईज, दुनिया भर के एनआरआईज को चाहिए कि उनके देश में, ये हमारे भारत देश में एक घर होना चाहिए. वो लोग लाखों करोड़ों कमाते हैं, लेकिन वो लोग इधर एक घर खरीदते हैं क्योंकि वो लोग को मालूम है कि उधर कभी भी कहां भी किसका भी बुलावा आ गया तो वो लोग को छोड़ के जाना पड़ेगा.
करेक्ट.
पर वो लोग को मालूम है कि अपनी भारत देश, अपनी धरती हम लोग को त्यागेगी नहीं. इट इज आवर जन्मभूमि. तो इट विल ऑलवेज बी देयर एंड यू नीड दैट रूफ ऑन टॉप ऑफ योर हेड. घर खरीदने के बाद में हमारे में प्रशांत साहब रेंट पे रहते थे. इनको मैंने पूछा कि सर आप कांदीवली में था ना, तू कांदीवली से विराट शिफ्ट हुआ. मैंने उसको बोला कैसा लगता है अपने घर पे रहने का? बोलता है सर फ्रीडम है यार, फ्रीडम मिलता है.
yes.
और ऊपर से बोला कि जो ओवरहेड्स थे ना मेरे 50% डाउन हो गए. बराबर 50% उसके ओवरहेड्स डाउन हो गए. घर खुद के नाम पे होने में ना एक फाइनेंशियल स्टेबिलिटी आता है, एक इमोशनल स्टेबिलिटी आता है जो इंसान को पीस ऑफ माइंड देता है. आप दूसरे चीजों पे ध्यान दे सकते हो, नहीं तो हमेशा सर पे ध्यान रहता है यार वो रेंट करना है, रेंट का पैसा देना है, रेंट का पैसा देना है. अगर समझो कि आदमी के किधर और से फंड्स भी आ रहे हैं, सब कुछ हो रहा है, दैट इज ऑल फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट. बट इमोशनल मैनेजमेंट कैसे करोगे आप? वो तो आपका इंटरनली है ना.
करेक्ट.
तो ऑलवेज हैव एम टू हैव एटलीस्ट वन होम अंडर योर नेम. दैट्स इट. बाकी आपको जो कर रहे हैं करो. इन योर केस स्पेसिफिकली यू हैव एसेट्स. डू यू हैव एसेट्स अंडर योर नेम? यस और नो? यू हैव टू थिंक ऑफ दैट. अगर आपने वो नया घर लिया, उसको रेंट पे दिया, आर यू ओके टू बी अ लैंडलॉर्ड? आर यू एबल टू मैनेज दैट थिंग्स दैट कम एज अ लैंडलॉर्ड? यू कैन बी अ वेरी गुड टेनेंट, बट बाहर मार्केट में ऐसे सब नहीं होते हैं. तो आप उनके नखरे करने सहन करने के लिए तैयार, आपके पास टाइम है उसके लिए. अगर आपको चाहिए वो घर खरीद के रखो, एंड एज अ जस्ट एन एसेट यू वांट टू लीव इट, वो भी कर सकते हो. फ्लिप करना है उसको, फ्लिप भी कर सकते हो. सो देयर आर मेनी वेज.
राइट.
एक गाइडेंस प्रॉपर एक्सपर्ट के हिसाब से मिलता है ना, देन यू कैन प्ले अराउंड विद इट. डज दैट आंसर योर क्वेश्चन?
Yes, it does.
All right.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
And some finer details I will talk to you later
All right.
about.
All
Because also personally, I also want to this, na?
अरे हम तो तैयार है, पूरी एजेंसी तैयार है हमारे पास. ठीक है.
Bas, that's what I wanted to ask, because these are also pertinent questions related to my generation, that because we're in the middle of the parents' generation, and then also now some of my friends have 2, 3 children. So like they're also kind of thinking of whether buying, renting.
बच्चों की और बुजुर्गों की स्टेबिलिटी के लिए तो घर होना ही चाहिए.
Yeah.
मेरे पास बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं जो बोलते हैं कि जो घर में हम लोग रह रहे हैं ना, खुद का घर है.
हाँ.
पिताजी के टाइम से का घर होएगा, वो सोसाइटी अभी हो गई पुरानी, नीचे बच्चे हैं नहीं. तो उनके जो बच्चे हैं ना, दे आर गोइंग थ्रू अ सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ रिग्रेशन.
Right.
सोशल एक्सेप्टेंस नहीं हो रहा है उनका, क्योंकि वो स्कूल के बाद में आने के बाद में घर पे खेलने के लिए कोई नहीं है, नीचे बच्चे नहीं है. तो वो शिफ्ट करते हैं गेटेड कम्युनिटीज में, जहां वो बैठ के नीचे जाते हैं तो बच्चे दूसरे बच्चों के साथ खेलते हैं. एक सोशल गैदरिंग होता है, तो एक सोशल जो लाइफ स्किल्स जो बोल रहे थे ना, वो मिलता है. देयर आर मेनी पीपल हु कम फ्रॉम दैट. एंड देन बुजुर्ग जो रहते हैं, दे आर नॉट एबल टू ट्रैवल फार एनीवेयर. सो वो लोग लिफ्ट लेके ऊपर नीचे जाएंगे, नीचे उनका एक सर्कल बनता है. सो दैट इज ऑल वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, which gives you that peace of mind.
Right. Yeah, that answers my question.
Non-real estate based question. अगर आपकी लाइफ एक ब्रॉडवे स्टाइल म्यूजिकल होता, then
Wow.
what would be the opening and final songs? क्या बोलते थे? और if you can sing it for me.
Oh,
Broadway classical.
Broadway classical. Oh my gosh. I would open with one of my favorite songs, because अगर आप मेरी महफिल में शामिल हुए हो तो फिर आप मेरे मेहमान हो. So I will sing this song. आइए मेहरबान हूँ बैठिए जाने जा, शौक से लीजिए जी इश्क के इम्तिहान. आइए मेहरबान, कैसे हो तुम नौजवान, कितनी हंसी मेहमान. कैसे हो तुम नौजवान, कितनी हंसी मेहमान. कैसे करूं मैं बयां, दिल की नहीं है जुबान. कैसे करूं मैं बयां, दिल की नहीं है जुबान. आइए मेहरबान बैठिए जाने जा, शौक से लीजिए जी इश्क के इम्तिहान.
It's very nice.
That would be my opening, and the closing would be either आज जाने की जिद ना करो, क्योंकि you know as soon as any artist that is, जब वो महफिल सजाते हैं, फिर जो ऑडियंस होती है ना, then they become one with the artist. वो फिर frequencies match हो जाती हैं, and then they don't want the show to end. So then आज जाने की जिद ना करो, या फिर this is Sunidhi ma'am's song also. It's called I'll sing it. मिल गई आज आसमां से, आ गई आगे मैं जहां से, ये क्या हुआ, मिल गई आज आसमां से, आ गई आगे मैं जहां से, ये क्या हुआ, उड़ी नींदें आंखों से जुड़ी, रातें ख्वाबों से मुड़ी, न जाने मैं कहाँ, उड़ी नींदें आंखों से जुड़ी, रातें ख्वाबों से मुड़ी, न जाने मैं कहाँ. That. और and आज जाने की जिद ना करो. कैसा था वो अंतरा? Oh gosh, sorry. तुम ही सोचो जरा, क्यों न रोके तुम्हें, जान जाती है जब उठ के जाते हो तुम, जान जाती है जब उठ के जाते हो तुम, तुमको अपनी कसम जाने जा, बात इतनी मेरी मान लो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो, हार मर जाएंगे हम तो लुट जाएंगे, ऐसी बातें किया ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
So those are some of the, and then of course I like in the middle I will be singing all this a lot of pop and rock and all of that also.
New age songs, everything.
Yes, all. I love Dua Lipa. I think she's amazing, out of the fresh girls. And then of course I like Elvis, then Rafi Sahab. So it's a mix, एक तो ये होता है
Elvis
कि
and Rafi.
love it, है ना? Because you have to give the audience also everything. You have to give them a full show. So I like to, that's why I keep doing, like for Adele, I love Adele.
That's really some high notes.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching the fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship bare. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep, you have my heart inside your hand. And you played it to the beat. So, and then going from here to there to there to then this, that, then a ghazal will come. Salona sa sajan hai aur main hoon जिया में एक अगन है और मैं हूँ सलोना सा सजन है और मैं हूँ So, and then I like to give them that, then there'll be a little, Hawa Hawaii will be there. Then, a little bit of Usha Uthup, a little bit of Sunidhi, a little bit of Shreya, a little bit of Kishore Kumar.
You do one for Kishore? One of those...
I will do one of Asha ji and हो मेरे हम सफर प्यार की राह पर साथ चले हम मगर क्या खबर रास्ते में कहीं रह गए हम नशी तुम कहाँ मैं यहाँ तुम कहाँ मैं यहाँ जाने जा ढूंढती फिर रही हूँ तुम्हें रात दिन मैं यहाँ से वहाँ मुझको आवाज दो छिप गए हो सनम तुम कहाँ मैं यहाँ तुम कहाँ मैं यहाँ yeah.
This is surreal.
आपको तो पूरा कॉन्सर्ट मिल गया.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you
Rani.
very much. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being
And
with us. Thank you for joining us. It has been wonderful. I
my
hope
pleasure.
you also had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. I loved it. And may you flourish and may you have this studio and many more studios and many more assets to
Thank
your
you.
name. And that's my wish for you. Thank you.
Thank you.